For decades, holding a U.S. passport felt like holding a golden ticket. It granted access to a vast majority of the world, often without the need for complicated visa applications or lengthy processes. The world, it seemed, welcomed Americans with open arms. However, times are changing. The landscape of international travel is shifting, and the U.S. passport is no longer the universally accepted symbol of welcome it once was. This shift is noticeable in the increasing number of countries implementing stricter visa requirements for U.S. citizens. Some nations have gone as far as imposing outright travel bans, or significantly limiting the duration of stay allowed for Americans. This new reality can be jarring for American travelers accustomed to relatively hassle-free international travel. The reasons behind this change are multifaceted. They range from diplomatic tensions and political disagreements to concerns about over-tourism and the lasting impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. Understanding these factors is crucial for American travelers to navigate the evolving world of international travel successfully. The days of assuming easy access and a warm welcome are fading. A new era requires awareness, adaptability, and a commitment to responsible tourism. International relations have always played a role in shaping travel policies. However, in recent years, diplomatic tensions have increasingly manifested as travel restrictions. The United States, with its complex and often fraught relationships with various nations, has found itself at the receiving end of this trend. Specific instances of these tensions translating into travel barriers are emerging. For example, certain countries critical of U.S. foreign policy in specific regions have responded by implementing stricter visa requirements for American citizens. These actions are often a direct response to perceived diplomatic slights, economic sanctions, or disagreements on the world stage. Beyond specific policies, a general cooling of relations can lead to a less welcoming environment for American travelers. This shift can manifest as increased scrutiny at border crossings, longer processing times for visas, or even a general sense of unease while traveling in certain regions. It's essential for U.S. travelers to remember that their nation's actions on the global stage can have very real and personal consequences for their travel experiences. Staying informed about current events and understanding the nuances of international relations is paramount in this new era of travel. While diplomatic tensions play a significant role in shaping travel restrictions, economic factors, particularly the phenomenon of over-tourism, are also contributing to the changing landscape. Over-tourism occurs when the influx of tourists overwhelms a destination, straining its infrastructure, environment, and cultural fabric. Many countries are grappling with the double-edged sword of tourism. While tourism brings much-needed revenue, an overabundance of visitors, especially from high-consumption countries like the United States, can lead to detrimental consequences. The strain on resources, inflation of local prices, and environmental damage caused by over-tourism have led some nations to implement policies aimed at managing the influx of tourists, including those from the U.S. These policies can range from increased tourist taxes to limitations on short-term rentals and stricter visa requirements. In essence, these measures are attempts to control the flow of tourists and mitigate the negative impacts of over-tourism on local communities and environments. American travelers, often accustomed to being welcomed with open arms due to their spending power, must recognize their role in contributing to over-tourism. A shift towards more responsible and sustainable travel practices is not just ethically sound but crucial in ensuring continued access to beloved destinations around the world. The COVID-19 pandemic had a profound impact on global travel, leading to border closures, travel bans, and a heightened awareness of health security. While the acute phase of the pandemic has subsided, its legacy continues to shape international travel, particularly for American travelers. The pandemic exposed vulnerabilities in global health systems and highlighted the interconnectedness of the world in managing health crises. Many countries adopted stringent entry policies including health screenings, proof of vaccination, and quarantine requirements to prevent the spread of the virus. These measures, while necessary, have led to a more complex and often restrictive travel environment. Furthermore, perceptions of the United States' handling of the pandemic, particularly its initial response and vaccine hesitancy among certain segments of the population, have impacted how other countries view American travelers. Some nations remain wary of allowing easy entry to Americans, fearing a potential resurgence of the virus or the introduction of new variants. As a result, American travelers face a patchwork of entry requirements and health protocols that vary significantly from country to country. Staying informed about the latest health advisories, vaccination requirements, and testing protocols is paramount for navigating this new landscape. Section 5. Navigating the new landscape. Tips for American travelers. The shifting landscape of international travel might seem daunting, but American travelers can adapt and continue to explore the world responsibly. Here are some practical tips for navigating the new realities. Thorough research is key. Visa requirements, entry restrictions, and health protocols are constantly evolving. Before planning any international trip, thoroughly research the specific requirements of your destination country. Utilize official government websites, embassy resources, and reputable travel advisories to gather the most up-to-date information. Flexibility and alternative destinations. The days of assuming easy access to every corner of the world are fading. Be open to exploring alternative destinations that are more welcoming to American travelers. Consider countries with more lenient visa policies or those actively seeking to attract tourists from the United States. Embrace responsible tourism. Now more than ever, it's crucial for American travelers to adopt responsible tourism practices. Respect local customs, minimize your environmental impact, and engage authentically with the communities you visit. By being mindful and respectful guests, American travelers can help counter negative perceptions and foster positive cross-cultural exchanges. The case of Andrew and Tristan Tate, U.S.-British influencers who faced legal troubles in Romania in 2023, serves as a high-profile example of how diplomatic tensions and legal issues can intersect with travel restrictions. The brothers, accused of human trafficking and organized crime, were initially subject to a travel ban that prevented them from leaving Romania. This case garnered significant media attention and highlighted the complexities of international law, extradition treaties, and the impact of diplomatic relations on individuals facing legal proceedings abroad. The Tate brothers' eventual departure from Romania to the United States after the travel ban was lifted sparked further controversy, raising questions about potential witness tampering and the role of U.S. government intervention. While the Tate brothers' case is an extreme example, it underscores the importance of understanding the potential legal ramifications of traveling abroad. Engaging in illegal activities, even if unknowingly, can lead to severe consequences, including detention, travel bans, and extradition. Mexico, a perennial favorite destination for American tourists, has also seen its share of travel advisories and safety concerns in recent years. The U.S. government has issued warnings to citizens traveling to Mexico, citing risks such as cartel violence, crime, and scams targeting tourists. These warnings, while not outright travel bans, serve as a reminder that even familiar destinations can present safety challenges. American travelers should exercise caution, research specific areas they plan to visit, and stay informed about security conditions. The situation in Mexico highlights the importance of staying informed about potential risks, even in seemingly familiar and popular tourist destinations. Relying solely on past experiences or outdated information can be misleading. Staying updated on current events, government advisories, and local news sources is essential for making informed travel decisions. The trends shaping international travel suggest a future where the U.S. passport may not hold the same power it once did. Diplomatic tensions, economic considerations, health security concerns, and a global shift towards managing tourism impacts are contributing to a more complex and potentially restrictive travel landscape for Americans. However, this evolving reality does not signify the end of international travel for U.S. citizens. Instead, it presents an opportunity for adaptation, increased awareness, and a shift towards more responsible and conscious tourism. American travelers who embrace flexibility, prioritize thorough research, and engage respectfully with the world around them will find that countless enriching travel experiences still await. The key is to move forward with sensitivity, understanding, and a willingness to adapt to the changing realities of international travel. The waning power of the U.S. passport is a reflection of a changing world. Global power dynamics are shifting, diplomatic relations are evolving, and the impact of tourism on local communities and environments is under increased scrutiny. American travelers must acknowledge and adapt to this new reality. The days of assuming easy access and a universally warm welcome are fading. However, this shift presents an opportunity to redefine what it means to be a global citizen and a responsible traveler. By embracing thorough research, considering alternative destinations, and prioritizing sustainable travel practices, Americans can continue to explore the world meaningfully. The key is to move forward with humility, respect, and a commitment to fostering positive cross-cultural exchanges. The future of travel for U.S. citizens may look different, but it is still filled with possibilities for those willing to adapt and embrace the transformative power of travel in a changing world.